1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon. Oh,
his own way. But I mean, he obviously wants to play in the World Cup, doesn't he?
He does.
I imagine he must want to play for Portugal in the World Cup, which he probably will, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they have qualified. I think they have.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
But yeah.
Now, Now I think we're on the same line of thought with the way the managers do it, is to invoke the sack. I think but then his contract runs out in June, which is only 4 months away. So, I don't know why he would be that foolish to put a dent in it. Well, maybe he does have that power, like you say. But if you had a football team in the Premier League, would you sign him, and why? Would you say Ronaldo?
I mean, I think, setting aside all the incidentals, like do you have the money to pay him what he would expect to be paid, assuming all that's covered.
Yeah.
And again, it would depend on the situation of my football team. If I was, let's say if it was Arsenal, if it was Arteta, then no, you wouldn't employ him. And that probably applies to Manchester City. I think there are clubs in the Premier League where you would. It might sound a bit obvious to say that, but he's still got a lot of skill. He won't have the pace that he used to have. He's obviously advancing in football years now. So he'd have to have something to offer. Maybe it's the cool head, put him in almost in midfield or somewhere where he can be very influential, purely because of his football know-how, which is clearly, you don't lose that know-how, but what you do lose is the physical ability to do what you used to do. When we think of him running down the wing for Manchester United years ago, he was one of the best players. I mean, he really was. He could beat players, he had speed, and it generated his career, didn't it? It improved. He left Manchester United a much bigger star than he was when he went there. So, yeah, if a club perhaps towards the bottom of the league or lower half, if they wanted to raise their profile for a few months till the end of the season and attract the fans, because let's face it, if Brentford or Palace or somebody said, we've got Ronaldo playing for us from now to the end of the season, I mean, it would attract. I mean, at Palace, we have full houses anyway every week. Most Premier League clubs do. But it would generate a heck of a lot of interest around the club, probably sales of shirts with his name on and all the stuff that goes with it. So I could see there could be clubs that would do it, provided they could match what he wanted to be paid. So, but not for the clubs in serious contention for the league title. I don't believe they would. 5 years ago, maybe, but not now, I don't think.
Yeah, well, as soon as I asked that question, I thought about the match that he would bring to revenue from the merch that he would attract to the prospective clubs. Right now, this one is a guy that I've never heard of, right? So it's called Dwight McNeil. You heard of him?
Yeah, I do, and I'll tell you a little story about it.
Right.
Yeah, and you may or may not. We may have come to the same point here. Right. But Dwight McNeil I think he's a winger, possibly midfield, but I think he plays as a winger, possibly a wing back, but definitely a winger.
Yeah.
For Everton, and he's. I'm not sure how old he is. He's probably early mid-20s, I think.
Yeah.
But you probably know this because I was going to raise this anyway. His partner, his girlfriend or wife, partner, Megan.
say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, 3 beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show.
Partner, Megan Sharpley, has put something on, I don't know whether it was TikTok or Facebook, probably Facebook, yesterday. Have you seen that? What she put on there?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't need to read it, and it brings up a very interesting point, which I'll briefly talk about now. Apparently, late on in the window, like yesterday maybe, or perhaps the day before, but Palace made a bid of £20 million to buy him. When I heard that, I thought, well, it's not specifically a wing back, so it's not like cover for that. And we'd already bought Larsson from Wolves, and we've taken on loan a guy called Gusond from somewhere, I can't remember the club he's come from, and we bought Brennan Johnson early in the window. So we've got 3 new strikers effectively. You probably know that the sale of JP Mateta to AC Milan fell through. Now, they seem to be at pains to say that he didn't fail a medical, but that what they had tested medical-wise, meant they would need to do some more stuff in that department, a bigger, wider medical. And they weren't prepared to do that, certainly at this time. And certainly not for, I think it was it £30 million, I think they were going to pay. Now you go back 2 or 3 months and he's had a lean season this season. He's scored a few goals, but he's not played well, probably by his own admission. And a few months ago, Oliver Glasner said that Mateta was carrying some sort of injury, I think in his knee. I don't know whether he said the knee, but it was the knee. And maybe that we, the fans, thought, well, maybe that accounts for his poor performances. He's not hitting the target. He's not scoring the goals he did a year ago. So it was all a bit strange. So in a way, when I heard that he was going to AC Milan, I was slightly surprised because I thought, well, he's not had the best season, but then they probably realised a year or so ago he did pretty well up until the cup final and so on. So he will be a striker for somebody, but it's clear they've picked something up to do with this injury. So it was all called off. And at first we all thought that might stop the Larsson purchase from Wolves to going ahead, but it didn't. We've still got Larsson, who I think is a good player, in my opinion. So Mateta stays. Now, I think there's a lot of unrest in the fans, really. And I think Palace fans, we're pretty forgiving. We always have been. We're not raucously booing people, and we never have been like that. And that's good. We don't want to be doing that. But there's a lot of feeling that JP hasn't handled it that well. His agent...
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, 3 beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on